I'm doing it a little bit different. So if you wanted to just, write something down, if you like the way I did it, I do need, actually, not a problem. I'm just going to use this as my bowl to assemble everything. So what I'm making is a fennel salad. So like I said, the fennel is an anti-fungi, it's an anti-inflammatory, it has great benefits.
It's natural to Israel, grows there.
Do you need a bigger bowl? Organic produce?
That would be great. A bigger bowl, do you want to get, I think she's going to get it. I'm sorry.
Do you use only organic produce?
I use organic as it's available to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I would love to say that I use 100% organic, but sometimes it's just not available to me. I have a beautiful scrub brush. It's called a Tawashi brush, and it really scrubs my fruits and vegetables. And I use a peeler definitely if they're not. I like to use vegetables if they're organic with the peel on, just because it's an extra fiber. But if they're not organic, I try to really give it a nice scrub. The other thing is if it's a local, like I get the CSA boxes. Have you heard of the CSA boxes? I get those because I want to be able to give that to my clients because it's local. Not everything in that CSA box is going to be organic, but as long as it's local and most of it's organic, if it's not, for me 90% organic, I'm happy because I just can't get everything. I'm sorry, yes.
I have a question. My mother-in-law swears by this. I using like white vinegar with water and baking soda for cleaning her vegetables.
Absolutely great source. Absolutely great source.
Does that change the taste at all?
It does not. It does not. My father-in-law is actually a chemical engineer, and he told me this probably 20 years ago to wash my produce, but I was obviously not in the same. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. That's too much work.
I drive my friends crazy. Well, looks like you eat a lot of watermelons and melons and you wash everything, and they're
Yes.
like, they go crazy.
Yes. So, but that's definitely a great source.
So I just wanted to, someone was asking about organics. There's a list out there called the Dirty Dozen.
Yes.
And you can look, when you get down to that level of what can I get, what can I get, it'll list for you very quickly and cleanly what are the produce that you basically should not eat if you can't get it organic, and the ones where, and a lot of times it has to do with like what they're going to spray directly, like a cauliflower is going to be directly sprayed on, the strawberries are heavy.
Or the thickness of the skin.
Thickness of the skin affects some of these. But there's a good list. At the USDA, I'm not sure who put out the list. But
the USDA has it, but you could just Google
like the Dirty Dozen.
Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15.
Yeah.
So it'll tell you which ones are best to get clean and which ones are try to stay away from. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this together, and I'll have you go ahead and you can reference back to this for the avocado Caesar dressing. So we are going to do a fennel kale salad with an avocado Caesar dressing. And for a little extra kick to it, we're going to go ahead and put some soft-boiled eggs because Ray really liked my picture on my website. So I'm actually just going to add it in here because it's going to taste delicious regardless. But the recipe doesn't, the recipe does not have that. So we'll go ahead and did you need this for the garlic? Because I think it needs to be peeled. Okay, I'll do that. So we'll start with kale, and this kale was roasted, correct? It was roasted. Let me back up by saying that this was so enjoyable that I didn't have to bring a huge case full of food that I prepped all day. My daughter got in the car, she's like, "This is all you have, Mom?" And I was like, "Yes, they're getting it all ready for me." She goes, "Well, you need to do this every time." This was like a breeze. So I thank you. That was so helpful, made my day much more pleasant coming up here without all the stress.
Thanks, Sharon Giannotti, your sous chef.
Thank you so so much. It's great. So
how do we roast kale?
okay, well, it does have, like I said, on the directions, but roasting kale, you of course wash it and clean it and stem it. That stem is pretty bitter, even if you roast it. And a lot of people just throw it in there, and you don't want that. This was nicely done. It was taken off the stem and then roasted at 400 degrees. For how long did you roast it for?
About 5 minutes.
About 5
3 to
minutes. All you want is the tops a little bit crisp and a little bit crunchy with a little brown on it, and that's it. So that you still have the quality of the of a salad without it being burnt. Because kale burnt is, again, very bitter. And we want you to learn how to enjoy kale. Either if you don't roast it, it could be kind of chewy and, again, bitter. But roasting it with a little bit of oil, and olive oil, and a little bit of salt is delicious.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
I never thought I would like kale. To me,
Okay.
kale was something that you used to decorate a plate.
Right,
Until
sure.
my children, who are adults,
Uh-huh.
told me about kale chips.
Chips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yes.
they're better than potato chips.
They sure are.
They're fantastic.
And honestly, for
Easy to
a lot of
make.
my clients, that's how I get them weaned off of potato chips, is sometimes at night when you get hungry and you just want something, you can't figure out what it is, and then but it's unhealthy because you're automatically wanting to go for that carb or something. Kale chips is actually a great alternative because not only are you getting that crunch, but you're satisfying that salty taste that your body wants. And you just need a few because it kind of tastes like air, honestly. And you just need a few and you're satisfied. But it's a healthy alternative. Yeah, thank you. Okay,
And then we
so
see kale.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm just basically assembling this salad. So we'll go ahead and put the fennel.
Punchy this time of the night.
Now, fennel is another one that's an acquired taste. Raw. Fennel roasted is delicious, but raw, it's kind of acquired taste because it's pretty strong. Has everybody tasted fennel? Okay, fennel has what they call a black licorice taste to it, so it's very refreshing. But at first, you're kind of surprised because you're thinking a vegetable, that has that taste to it. But in this salad, it's actually really lovely. It has a really nice texture combined with the kale.
Is that a root vegetable?
Yes.
Is that the onion family?
It is. Do you know what anise is? Anise. It's along that same. This is more of the anise, and these are the what are the fronds that go along with it.
I'm sorry, what did you call those? No, in that bowl.
The fronds.
Like from F-R-O-N-D.
And DS. Yes, I'll say the GS.
Frogs.
Frogs. There you go.
She was cooking tonight.
You didn't know, right?
They're not moving at all.
Okay.
Another way that I study kale
Yes.
is, and actually a lot of friends are talking about now, my Hawaiian friends are talking about massaging their kale.
Yes.
With olive oil, a little lemon, maybe not, but just massaging it because it breaks down some of the fibrous
cells.
stuff
Exactly.
that's a little difficult to digest.
And actually, any type of citrus breaks that down.
Yep.
So I make a massaged kale salad with orange vinaigrette. So I'll just squeeze orange because that also isn't as sour as, like, let's say, lemon juice, but it gives it a little sweetness with that bitterness of the kale. And I massage it for a long time, and it breaks it down, so it's a little more enjoyable. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put some cucumbers, which is great also. It's great for your skin. It's a natural diuretic. Okay, we're going to go ahead and blend the avocado dressing. And that's another nice alternative to adding a good healthy fat. nuts, I should say that before, because I don't want to sprinkle the almonds on it if anybody's allergic. No? Okay, great. What's that? Okay, it's not. Okay, so. Okay, I am going to go ahead and take the soft-boiled eggs. Yep, it has to, yeah. It has to be boiled. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the soft-boiled eggs in there. Oh, nice. Those came out really good. And this salad is very beautiful for presentation. If you're having a dinner party or something like that, this is a nice salad to present in the middle. It's a little bit different, a little bit fun.
So did you put the anchovies in?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Do you not like anchovies?
No, I have a sodium issue.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's something that I could.
Okay, okay.
That's fine, not to worry.
What else is in the dressing? Besides avocado?
Okay, well there's garlic, avocado, there's a little bit of mayonnaise, some olive oil, lemon juice, anchovies, salt and pepper. Did you get the salt and pepper in there? Yeah, just sprinkle a little bit, because very little, because there's the anchovies.
Can I ask, is there a substitute for mayonnaise that you could use, that you use in the dressing?
Honestly, well, there is. I make vegan dressings like Caesars and things like that. You can actually, especially with avocado, you can eliminate it completely, and it would still taste delicious.
The creaminess will still be there.
Yes, the avocado really gives you that nice creamy. Okay, so I'm going to take off these because they're. Okay.
Yeah, those things.
So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle the avocado dressing. Did you put olive oil in this also? Okay. And I'm actually, it's a little thick. So what I'm going to do is drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it, just to give us a little more creaminess to that. Go ahead and sprinkle some almonds.
All of these dishes are kosher for cancer.
That's right. Because they're all glass.
No, I thought.
And then I'm going to add some feta cheese. Top it with some feta cheese. This is feta cheese. So the different flavors that you have in here, and the different textures, makes for a nice hearty salad, even though there's, no chicken. Although you can add chicken on top of this and make it a dinner salad, and it'd be delicious. But you have protein in there, and you have your greens, you have your healthy fats. Okay. And there you have a nice, beautiful salad. You ready to taste it now?
Very Mediterranean.
So when we serve this, we should probably go ahead and use the tongs. I'll give you one for me. Okay, does anybody have any questions for me? Let's get a good shot of the salad. Oh, did you want to get a shot of it too? Absolutely, absolutely. This was just a nice little alternative. It makes it look a little
Definitely.
different, not like a simple salad.